So just a few weeks ago, we basically got another somewhat of a leak about the next iPhone SE. And it actually wasn't even a good leak. It was actually something that is kind of concerning and is kind of a little weird for the next generation of iPhone SEs. So 2 weeks ago, we got this thing that said the next iPhone SE is considered unlikely to launch in 2024. Now, personally for me, I think Apple could have probably ended up, releasing this type of device way earlier than expected. I look at a phone like the iPhone SE4, and I look at a phone like the iPhone SE3, and I do feel like Apple should be supporting and releasing the next iPhone SE at some point, because it just doesn't make that much sense for Apple to still sell a phone like an iPhone SE 3rd generation when there are devices that are way better for that price tag. So this brings us to the iPhone SE4, and the 2024 model that of this iPhone SE we could have seen is, if it's not going to be coming out this specific time, we're going to be waiting another year with the iPhone SE3, with it still being sold probably around $429. And if that ends up being the case, that is a very, very weird situation to be in for that particular iPhone. I don't think it makes a lot of sense for Apple to still sell an iPhone like the iPhone SE3, especially if there's already components and things of the iPhone SE4. Apple should go ahead and release it in 2024. I think that would make the most amount of sense for Apple to do. I don't really think it makes a lot of sense for Apple to go ahead and release a phone like the iPhone SE4 in 2025, mostly because of the iPhone SE 3rd generation. Unless Apple drops the iPhone 13 mini or iPhone 12 down to $499, and then maybe things can change a little bit. But I really don't think it makes a lot of sense for Apple to do that in this particular time. Now, this brings us into what the iPhone SE4 could potentially be bringing. And I think it's good that Apple and all the rumors and leaks so far are still suggesting that we could be seeing another iPhone SE. It's not like the SE lineup is going to completely go away. So I think that's a really, really big thing going on here. But with a device like the iPhone SE4, if Apple actually goes ahead and waits a long period of time, the components that Apple was going to be using, things like the iPhone 12 body, things like the Apple A15 bionic chip inside, particularly maybe the A16. There's lots of things that Apple could end up dropping that may end up being a little bit older at that time, and then something like the iPhone SE 2024. So I really hope Apple goes through and still produces a phone that is still kind of updated. It doesn't have to have the most expensive components or anything, but as long as it is somewhat of a good phone with a good chipset inside, I think that would be great. But if Apple's still going to be using the same components that they were going to drop in 2024, but they wait until 2025, I think that could throw a lot of people off, and I would not be that big of a fan if Apple decides to go down that direction. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.